Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to do something fun with doilies. And doilies are really pretty, but there's not a ton of things that you can do with just a plain white doily until you start thinking outside the box. So I started thinking outside the box yesterday, and so far this is what is happening. That's going to be a fold over for my envelope. Hopefully you can see this because I can't really see if y'all are. Well, let me try turning this. Okay, I can see you now. Okay, so this is going to be a fold over, and I think that looks kind of neat. It's different. So I'm going to try a couple of different things with y'all while we're on camera with the doilies. Now these nails are brought to you by my super impatience because I haven't felt like going to get them done. So the nail polish is called My Favorite Ornament, and it looks like poo because I don't like to wait for my nails to dry. I'm impatient, I'll admit it. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is I got some of these really pretty metallic-y alcohol inks and just different colors of alcohol inks. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm missing one. Great. Hold your phone here. Got all these pretty metallic-y look. Okay, there it is. That's the color I'm looking for. I have no idea what color it is, but it's kind of a green metallic color, and after my nails completely dry I'll tell you what color it is. But until then, put them in these cute little spray bottles that you can get from Hobby Lobby. Mini well, you can read that, right? Mini pulverizator. So I'm just going to shake up the pearlescence that's in this paint. Now, with the metallics, they do come with a little ball in the original container. But I like the look of being able to spray them. Don't dab them on per se. Actually, I guess I could dab it on, but I just like the way the spray actually takes it to a whole different level. Now I put some wax paper behind it. I think that the wax paper is a really cheap way to go. Oh yeah, I like the way that looks. What do y'all think? I'm not going to do the whole thing right this minute. I'm going to let it dry. My impatience. We're going to let it dry and we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll mix that with a little bit of the yellow, which is not a pearlescence, but yeah, I'm going to have to go back with the green. I'm not digging that. Maybe a little red. What do y'all think? Should we just play? Do a little bit of the red, which is also not pearl, it's just red. Kind of let that mix around. Oh, that's turning into like a muddy, weird color, huh? But the drips can actually be nice, or you can take your water and kind of move it around if you need. Okay, well that turned out to be kind of, what would you call that? A magenta? I don't know. Sunset colors. And all of this is that I'm brushing on is water. But I am going to start adding things. I'm going to put some pattern, some pieces of a pattern on here. Just to kind of give it that different look. Going to start setting things on there. And I don't want to make it look neat. I want to make it look different. That makes sense. I'm going to take some Mod Podge and I'm just going to start gluing that stuff down so that it can glue and harden. Oh, look at there. The glue, that actually looks kind of neat because it became part of the pattern actually became part of the doily. But you know me, and I like my extra, and I'm just going to add these book pages. Now this is just Mod Podge that I'm throwing on here. It's gonna glue everything down. And a nice good coat. That is kind of looks like a strawberry color. You know, the fun of doing these junk journals and just doing different things is that you get to find new ways to do things. And if it doesn't look good, you haven't messed anything up. You've just experimented and found things that maybe you could improve upon. Maybe not. Now, you know that I'm not going to stop there for sure. I think we need more bits of paper. And more bits of pattern. So do y'all get your nails done? Are y'all like me and you just hate to do it yourself? That is really what it's all about. Plus it just looks way better whenever they do my nails as opposed to when I do them. So my whole reason for not going, that's my brush, is because my father-in-law has not been doing well. So I haven't really wanted to leave and be gone for too long just because we thought he was at the end. He's on hospice, and so, you know, I try to stay near the house. Don't leave and go too far. I think I'm going to put some of that blue on there just because I like the blue. Anyway, I do try to stay near the house. Try not to go too far in case I'm needed. So, now whenever I pick that up, I'm going to dry it. So, bear with me. I'm going to dry this, but it's going to have a really pretty effect, and it's going to be a lot sturdier. All right.
Cause I feel alone in a room
Keeps it off my desk a little bit. Now this, like I said, this is the one that I did earlier. Oh, it's still very wet. I just love that look, that metallic-y blue look. I think I like that. This is going to be my favorite. I love that shiny metallic-y look. This looks like a sunrise on the back. Sorry, new camera, trying to get used to it. Looks like a sunrise kind of on the back. Those colors are really pretty. Just the ink stained through. And then whenever you go to the front, I added that blue shimmer to it. So it's kind of a blue shimmery color, but we're not going to stop there. We're going to age it a bit with some Tim Holtz Vintage Photo. I'm going to ink it up. Now you may think, oh well, I don't really see anything going on there, but it does age it, makes it really pretty. And with the Mod Podge, it'll kind of stay, I hope. Hope it doesn't just rub off. You know, you can also get these waxes in different colors, and this one's in the Gold Rush, and you can put it on there, give it a metallic gold color. It's really pretty. Okay, now we're going to do the antique linen. Alright, so whenever you don't like the way it looks, you can always go back. See, this is, I figured I would make a few mistakes on camera for y'all. I just don't like the way the colors turned out. It's not as beautiful as the blue one. So we're going to Mod Podge some more paper on there. This is just gonna make it stronger, and it's just pattern paper, so you can go to your local Walmart and grab you a pattern and tear it up. Make it fun. I think I'm liking that a little bit better. And like I said, the Mod Podge. See, I can't say that. Everybody else says it comes out beautifully, but not me. The Mod Podge will strengthen it and make it more crisp, so it's less likely to tear. So you could just go over this with a clear coat of Mod Podge, and it will last. I don't know if you remember. I remember as a kid using doilies and stamping paint through them and making like doily colors on things. A little lacy pattern. I don't know, that memory came to me, but that was a thing back in the 80s. You know, take your doily and put it on top of a cake and sprinkle powdered sugar, and then when you lift the doily up, it's doily shaped powdered sugar on your cake. Okay. Now I'd say we're going to let that dry, but again, brought to you by impatience. So, let's try it. Right. So this is what it's looking like. There we go. It's looking antique-y. Really pretty. And then on the flip side, if you were just like, okay, I don't like that, I just don't like it, flip it over. There you go. And you can do a lot of things with this. You can add pictures in the middle. You can fold it and make it a envelope lip. You can add a lot of stuff to it. I think that, you know, adding things that are unexpected. There you go. Glue a tag on there. Glue some stuff around the tag. That might be really pretty. This is when you start to really get to play. So just the embellishment of the doily is what I wanted to go for. I have so much stuff, y'all, that things just don't. Okay, so thinking it's coming together on me now. So bear with me as I had an epiphany. Now this is how I work, I promise you. I just start going to town and figuring things out. Now that is going to be really pretty on a page, so we're going to do it. There you go. I'm going to get a little bit of glue. Today I'm going to use original tacky glue. And pull out the glue plug there. Nobody said this was going to be a professional video. Do I want to use the lace side? We want to use the lace side, right? No. If I use the lace side, then that will look like that. So we'll use the lace side. Or I could take this lace off, which I think I will do. I'll take the lace off and use that separately. And then it becomes a whole different animal. So, the only thing about glue is that you gotta wait for it to come down in the bottle. Okay, glue. They need to make a bottle, and they probably do, and I'm just new at this and not privy to that, but glue that will not make you wait for it to come down. I know I have a clear glue that's like that, and I don't really have to wait for it to come down. And it is the 3-in-1 Advanced Craft Glue. But I figured I'm running out of that, and so it's going to be easier to do this on here. Use the tacky glue. Oh, look at that. Now we have to do something to cover up that little goofy mess. I am layering because I've got ink on my hands and it's coming off on the glue. Oh, you know what? Why am I doing that? I got Mod Podge right here. Alright. I want that heart to peek out just a little bit. There we go. And the lace. Okay, you can hear my husband in the background. I'm not going to cut any of them out because there's more people living here than should be. That's all I'm going to say. And it gets a little loud in this house. But we're just going to keep going. And hope for the best on there. Okay, so far, this is what I have out of a plain white doily. I have got the tag and the burlap, the lace, the heart, and some book pages. I feel like I can do a little bit more. So, I've got lace. I've got a stronger lace. We're just going to do a little piece there. Then I have a bag of keys. And I'm using Mod Podge because it's a little bit stronger when it dries. It just takes longer to dry. Now I'm just layering things on to kind of give it that old, old find in the attic kind of look. That vintage-y, how cool. Is that. Now, I quit with the paintbrush and just started using my fingers. Brought to you by impatience. I'm telling you. It's crazy how impatient I can be. Now, there is so much you could do. Just get your little embellishments, whatever you want, and really just kind of go to town there. I think I'm going to add some glue to this key. Actually, this one I think will work better, and it's clear. It's a clear glue. We're just going to add that to the Mod Podge. And I think we'll just put it right there. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, I'm going to dry it again. You know what this is starting to look like to me? The, oh gosh, the little, oh come on Vicki, what is the name of this? The corsages that people wear. It's kind of starting to take on that corsage look. Okay, don't need that. Make sure where my spray is. Alright, I just sprayed a little of the yellow alcohol ink, and I'm just going to dip that tag in there so it kind of has that effect. Of being old. You know, stuff starts yellowing weird when it gets old. That's the effect that I'm going for. I think that's really a nice look. Again, I'm just taking water and mixing it with that alcohol ink, and I think that there's probably Mod Podge on my brush. So, I just want to give it a little spritz. More full coverage when it's spritzed like that. Alright, now it's kind of coming together, looking more antique-y. And that was alcohol ink in the gold, and one of my favorites. Let's see what the name of it is though. That one is called Honeycomb. And they come like this. Y'all, I'm going to get that camera angle if it kills me here. It comes like this, so you can just drop it, water it, use it, play around with it, paint with it. But these things dry, and they dry quickly, and they're really good to use. They come in a 3-pack. I've got Botanical Green. I got this really pretty red that you saw earlier that kind of mucked up a lot of stuff. That is the Poppy Field. I didn't really care for that as much on this situation, but what are you going to do? Then I got these metallics yesterday. They're so pretty. This is Mineral. As you can see the pearlescence kind of sitting there. I got the Celestial. It's the blue. And then I got this Smolder, and it's kind of a gray color, so really pretty. Alright, so this is, while this is drying, I'm just going to kind of show you the look that came out of just a plain white doily. Now you can use this as a tag in your junk journal, or you could put it on the outside of a gift bag and do all kinds of things with it. You can add even more color if you want, which I think I'll probably add a little color to it. Let's see. Even though I was not a fan, I think I'm going to add a little bit of that red, just to kind of brighten it up just a tad. Now this alcohol ink does cover metal. It covers paper and cloth and plastic and all that good stuff. So yeah, definitely know that it's going to cover your hands. Yeah, it's looking a little more rusty. Different. Now it came out a lot more brown and darky color up here than I had anticipated, but I'm not hating it. I think that it looks very old, very vintagey. Get those colors down in the lace here. I mean, if you're going to go for this, sometimes you just got to go, you know, you just got to get in there and just do it, you know, just be brave. Because like I said, what are you going to lose by trying new things? Don't be scared to try new things. Even if you mess it up, you still, I mean, I'm coming away with something that looks very different than I had anticipated. And I really like the way that it came out. So I'm not hating it. It'll look really pretty. You can put another white doily next to it and just kind of compare and contrast. Put some doilies around it. Put some ribbon through here and have it hanging. Or, like I said, use it in your junk journal. And it looks so vintagey. I think it just came together very well. You could add more pictures, more colors, more ephemera, more things on there. And like I said, just don't be scared to try different things. I think it looks really, really neat. Now this one, still a little bit wet because I haven't been blow drying that, but my original thought was using this in a junk journal page as an envelope fold, you know, like a lip of an envelope. And I thought, well, that turned out really pretty. I just put a piece of washi tape and some pattern paper, and this blue is real metallic-y, and it's not full coverage on there, so it kind of gives it that aged metallic-y look to me. And I think that's going to be really pretty in the junk journal. So that's another way that you can use this. There's so many things you can do, just thinking outside the box. You know, you can do a lot of fun things. We're going to do another one because why not? So I want to start with putting that away. I'll put these aside. Now, let's start with your doily. Check this out. I found these cute little bags at Hobby Lobby, and this one got some overspray on it. So there's a light coat of that red spray, and you may not be able to see it in the camera, but I just love the look of this. So I think white on white though is kind of boring, don't you think? Don't you think we need to do something just a little bit more bold? Because who would I be if I didn't try something fun? Alright, drying time. Alright, so that is the beautiful doily all dried, and it is dry. It's dry, even though I've got stuff on my fingers, y'all. It's dry. Okay. So we've got that and that so far. I'm thinking some silver would be really pretty. Just kind of stamped around on it. I don't know if my pigment ink even works anymore. It may not. It may be dry. Just some metallic-y silver just to kind of give it a little something. And I probably could have used one of my metallic sprayers, but I had that and I figured I would try it. So that kind of came out like that. So that's really pretty. Alright, so we got that, and then we know we're going to put this here. And it is a little bag, so we'll be able to put things in it, whatever. And then we have these cute little tags here too. That would go really well with the look that we have. So we could do like a little tag and have it hanging so that we could put some twine through it. Excuse me while I get my twine. There is a method to the madness that is on my desk. We just don't talk about it too much. Now this is natural hemp cord. You can get it at Walmart for like $3 or something, and I've got a couple of them. They make different colors, different sizes on the card. So I'm just going to meet the two ends in the middle. Push that loop right through there. And then I'm going to take my two ends, tuck them in the loop, and pull. And I know most of you know how to do this. Now, for extra security, what I like to do is I like to go ahead and give it a little tie like you do on your shoe. This gives me a chance to kind of mold the twine the way I want. Now, for even more fun, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to run it over the hemp cord and break up some of the wax that's on the cord. And also it gives it a little bit of a curly cue. Now if you do the ends, they can look a little more frayed. And it just takes that wax coating off and lets it be string again. Which is fun because it just breaks it up and it's not just twine then. It's frayed and it's different. So, and you may lose a few of these hairs in the process. Don't worry about that. There's plenty there. Kind of want to just, I like it to be a little more natural looking. So I kind of fiddle around with it, play around with it, see what I come up with. And I told y'all my process can be a little bit on the, oh, I could do this, I could do that side. So looks more like that now. So a little more on the more natural side. Look at my hands from all that spray, that ink. Anyway, it's just more of a natural look. So I think that that's enjoyable and I like it. You could also spray these or ink them. Alright, so I know that's going to go there. And I know this is going to go here. I think I also want to break up the reds with a little bit of a book page. I think that's too much of a book page. I think I want to tear it down just a tad. Alright. That is starting to look more like something I would open my book, my junk journal, and say, wow, that is really kind of neat. It's different. Always looking to do something a little different, a little more fun, a little more exciting. And that's what I love about junk journaling and scrapbooking, is that, and hopefully I'm going to learn when enough is enough, but, you know, just kind of want to play with it, see where I want to put things. So I want to put the tag in here and maybe glue it down and have that book page just kind of peeking out. I think I like that better. And then we could have a couple pieces of the book page poking out here. You always want the torn pieces, right, to poke out. Like so. And then it goes from being a plain white doily to a really pretty statement piece in your junk journal. So let's glue these down. First things first, this glue is so stringy. It's the 3-in-1 beacon glue. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right there. Leave my bottle crooked so that I can get my glue to come out. Now, make sure I glue this in to my bag, sticking out kind of part way like a party. And I'm thinking this needs to be in there too. So see, I've already changed my mind since I started doing this. I think that that needs to be just like that, so that it's coming out of my little paper bag as well. Maybe that. So it looks like little goodies coming out of the bag. Nifty. This bag of cards came in a pack, and while that's drying, I just want to show you how cute are these bags. Y'all, I'm dying. But it gave me ideas for taking my scrapbook paper and just folding it over. That's just a, you know, cut to size, folded this way or this way, and then up, and then rounded right here. That's it. So these paper bags are so cute though. They've got the little lipsticks, they've got Lady Boss, and they've got the eyelashes with eyelash curlers, and then my favorite, the little lady. Alright, so these were like $3, and I am not even hating on that. But as many papers and things that I have, I feel like I could make one even out of a doily. Ooh, we should try that. Okay, so while that's drying, I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, since I have Mod Podge out, I'm going to go ahead and Mod Podge this to the doily as a glue, just to use up what I already have available. So just want to stick that on there. There is not a day that I do this that I am not covered in glue and paint and whatnot. So don't really hate it. No. Probably need to change my water out so I can quit having red water. But I'm just going to put this on the back here. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this glue just as a reinforcement. Set it just like that. Alright kids, there's your statement piece right there. What do we think? And we can put the twine kind of going that way. Some of the red got onto the twine, so it looks very natural. I think that turned out really pretty. So, I want to recap for you with what I've done. And then, we are done playing with our doilies today. So, we've got this beautiful red doily with a pocket. So, you've got your little pocket in there. You can put some stuff in, and it looks really, really good. You could do more, and I probably will do more, but that just turned out really beautiful, better than I expected. So I love it. This one is pretty much dry now, and it turned out kind of autumny looking, kind of oldish. I think you could take some leaves and put them in there, do some stamping, whatever you wanted to do. It just made it look a little old and yellow. It's very yellow looking, but I like it. I like it, and I think it'll turn out really pretty in a junk journal page. And then again, the blue envelope topper page. There we go. So that metallic-y look just really pops off the white doily. I love that. Now I did tear up my doily because they're very fragile. They will tear, so I'm going to have to reinforce that. But gorgeous. In fact, I think I will reinforce it with some washi tape. That's probably what we've been missing on everything else. Reinforce it with a little washi tape. There we go. Vintage that up a little bit. Alrighty. See, that brings it to a whole nother level too. Could use that side. And that looks really good. So, this is what Mr. Doily looks like now. Alright, and that's going to go in my book. I'll show you what the book looks like. Let me do some movement. Get this stuff out of the way. Love wax paper because it just can be thrown away. This is a pocket, and I didn't want it, it just looks so plain. I didn't want it to get lost in the shuffle of things. So, that is what I did with it. And I think that looks really pretty, but it also, you know, creates a little color pop to it. It also shows you, oh hey, I've got a pocket right there that I can put stuff in. So, and I'm not going to reinforce it on there. I think it looks pretty like it is, and it can move around or be taken out or moved. So that is what I did with that. Now, if you were to take a, let's just do this junk journal page. Look at that, y'all. That's so pretty. It's different. It's just, it adds to the page. It really does. I love it. I love it indeed. So, hopefully, you've had a good time making these with me, and it inspires you to get your doilies and make them a little less plain. Got a hair there. Yeah, make your doilies a little less plain. So, alright guys, I think that's all I have. Hopefully you enjoyed that, because I did. This is my favorite, I won't even lie. I just love the little pocket right there. Put stuff in. Little faux tag goodies coming out of her bag, and who doesn't like a really fun doily? That's what that is, a fun doily. Alright, I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Had to do an addendum. I decided I wanted a little more color pop to this, so I added some green curled up book paper and a little piece of white, and I think that made it pop a little bit more. It gave a little bit more dimension. Just wasn't liking just the brown and red color looking thing that was happening there. I wanted a little more stuff, so I added that, and I think it turned out really pretty, and there you go, addendum. But you know, I'm always constantly doing this, so there's always things being added. Alright guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.